In this video, we'll discuss running the auto-classification function using UnifyML SQL. Running the UnifyML AutoClassification algorithm with UnifyML query. Here, we run the UnifyML AutoClassification function using UnifyML SQL. Let's take a look at this simple UnifyML AutoClassification function. Before running your UnifyML AutoClassification, let's review the data you'll be using for the auto-classification. In this example, the table name is heart disease. Run this query, and it will execute in the backend of our UnifyML server. Here is the output of the heart disease data. These are the input columns, and this is the target column. Now let's move on to the UnifyML AutoClassification function. What does the UnifyML AutoClassification function do? It provides the accuracy of each UnifyML classification function. Before running any of your UnifyML classification functions, use this auto-classification function to check the accuracy of the data with the UnifyML classification functions. Based on the accuracy, you can select the best UnifyML classification function for your model and predictions. Input table, mention your required input table. Input columns, specify the columns you wish to use. Target column, the column to be predicted. There are a few more parameters for this UnifyML auto-classification function, which you can review in the UnifyML documentation. These parameters include input columns, target column, input table, and input algorithms. If you want the accuracy for a specific algorithm, you can use the input algorithms parameter. Input data types. If you want to change the data type of any column, specify it with the input data types parameter. Training sample size. Define the training and test data. Specify the training data size, and the remaining will be used for testing. Number partitions. Define the number of partitions and the column to partition on. Apply PCA model. If you want to apply the PCA model, set this parameter to true and provide the PCA model name. Data cleaning. There are 4 methods to clean the data: remove rows, remove duplicates, remove outliers, and fill values. If you want to fill null values or change any data values, use the Fill with Values option. Data scaling. There are 4 methods to scale the data: min-max scaler, standard scaler, normalizer, and binarizer. For the min-max scaler, specify the minimum and maximum scaler values. Input cache ID. If your data is already saved in the cache, use the input cache ID instead of the input table. Bytes per chunk. Specify the chunk size. These are the input arguments for the UnifyML auto-classification function. Mention the appropriate input arguments based on the requirements of your auto-classification function. Run this query, and it will execute in the backend of our UnifyML server. Here is the output of the UnifyML auto-classification function. It shows the UnifyML classification functions and their corresponding accuracy. Based on this, you can select the best model and function to run. In this way, you can input any classification dataset into the UnifyML auto-classification function to see the accuracy before running your UnifyML functions. Thank you for watching this video.